What's up? What's up? It's your man, Jimmy Chan. All right, so we need to find the domain of the composite of f of g. So we got to first find a composite, then we can find the domain. So we got to find the composite f, composite g. And since, again, there's no number given, we're going to do it of x. So that means we got to do f of g of x. Well, we know what g of x is, so that means we're going to be looking for f of 10 over x. So that's what we're looking for. So that means, this is telling me wherever x is in the f function, wherever x is, we're going to replace it with 10 over x. Okay, well, let's write down the f function, which is 10 over x plus 10. So the x is going to be replaced with 10 over x. All right. So now we got to look at this right here and saying, okay, what is our domain? Well, if you look here, the only thing that distracts our domain is really fractions and square roots, right? So square roots, we can't take square roots of negative numbers, so we got to stay positive. So whatever's under the square root has to be greater than or equal to 0. With fractions, I can't have the denominator equaling to 0, okay? So here we actually have two denominators here. Or I should say two fractions. The first fraction is right here, okay? This fraction here tells me that the denominator can't be 0, so that means x cannot equal to 0, right? Because that is the denominator here, right, in this fraction. There we go. All right. So that's one. So actually, let me do this here. This might be easier if I just take this and duplicate it and bring it over here. And then kind of erase all the rest of this so that you guys can see the next part. And what I'm going to do is also take this and duplicate it as well and put it over here. Okay, so the other fraction that we see is really this whole fraction, okay? In this whole fraction, I have the denominator of this right here, okay? So I got this fraction there, right? So this fraction tells me that 10 over x plus 10 cannot equal to 0. So in that case, I gotta solve for x, okay? So I can get common denominators if I want to. So I can do this and put it over 1. And then this is missing an x. This is missing an x. So my denominators are all the same, as you can see, x, x, and x. So that means I have the equation of 10 plus 10x can't equal to 0. So 10x cannot equal to negative 10 because I'm bringing the 10 over to the other side. So therefore, x cannot equal to negative 1. So with that being said, here is where my issue is. I know that x cannot be negative 1 and that x cannot be 0. But that means it can be anything else. So if I was to draw my answer as a number line, I would have this part here at 0. And I'll have this right here I'm trying to make this move here. There we go. And this is going to be at negative 1. right? So my domain is going to be anything to the right of 0. It's going to be anything to the left of -1. And anything in between. Just not -1 nor 0. So my domain is going to be from -infinity to -1, but not touching -1, union with -1 to 0, not including -1 nor including 0 because we can't use those, union with that 0 to infinity. So that would be my so-called domain, and that is going to be choice D. Interesting, choice D for domain. All right, and there we go. If there's any questions, let me know, and I hope this helps. Later, bye.